So cannabis is one of the most popularly used drugs in England, and in 2018 the government legalised it, but only for medical use. Many people are wanting it to be used for recreational use as well. So what are your thoughts? I'll give you some sheets, I'll give you a few minutes to pick out different ones from both sheets, and I'll ask one team to be for and one team to be against. And we'll be debating whether we think it should be legalised for both recreational and medical use. Okay.
We're four. We are four.
Four.
We argue four.
What you got? You guys were before. Yeah. But I'll give you both sheets anyway, so you can look at the opposition.
So we're four.
And if you want to highlight this, you've got highlighters to highlight what you're going to use. Okay.
Alright, so we're against.
So look at which one. So what can they use on the positives against you?
What we could benefit from it.
How about you?
That's a new big book, we said, so highlight that. So if after that one would be a good one to use because it's relevant to people our age. Yeah.
If we was it could be tested more for people who use it, so they just basically say it is not safe.
So
No, and they're having to use it during the test itself. Or like what else are they going to test it? They're going to ask people somewhere down the line to be like, I'll pay this to test it.
Yeah, but if they are tested, it's not going to be asked.
I feel like this one would be a good one to use because it relates to government and how government
But it's out
can
there,
use
it's not
the
one for it.
funding.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just trying to find that.
I need cameras highlighted.
So like, how is that going to help you in the future if we're not having to put
Gives
more
people free will and
police
they're trying
and
to
money
use cannabis or
towards?
not. If you give them free will for that,
Yeah.
everyone's going to have free will
For
for
everything.
Yeah. We're going to want more.
Not by negative, but we're taking stuff out of the positive side that would benefit.
Yes. Because we've been shopping the government. It would help to bring police if they were able to.
I'll use big side like when I'm like starting to be.
Taking out the illegal market and giving it to legitimate businesses, then this is going to be a scientist potentially reduce the amount of cannabis being sold in illegal markets. So they're literally just taking all these on illegal, so leaving so it's the same concept.
Yeah.
It's getting sold,
Yeah.
but they're just trying to make
But
themselves
they're going to charge
look good.
more.
Yeah, they're making themselves look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking this serious.
Increase the drug crime. It's already drug crime and other different drugs to help with. Should we just highlight the whole thing? Yeah.
Oh. That's what this is on, I'll use a different one.
Legalising cannabis could potentially reduce crime by taking the power away from dealers, as they won't be making much money since people can get from other places. Dealers aren't just going to give up when the drugs become legal. They'll end up making overdose. If you can only legalise so much.
So I want you to go into more, try if you can go into more detail about the positives of it
If
being
anything, well,
legalised medical already.
if it did go to be positive,
It's only legalised for
they're
recreational
still
use.
making the same drug.
Yeah.
And how can
they'll
we
still be?
use what answers
Legalising cannabis can improve tourism, therefore bring
Can bring it over here.
if I was a drug dealer and cannabis was going to get legalised, I'd then make a different type of strain of cannabis which was stronger to compete against. So that would just stay the same.
But what if there was more laws put in to try and prevent it?
But no one follows the laws anyway. So
Exactly.
they'll always have a way to
There's
be
always
around it.
any rules are made to be broken.
It can help alleviate symptoms of certain conditions, such as. Yeah, but they should come up with something that's more like. Well, they've not even tested it, so it's safe. So they can't really say it.
It increases hunger. That's a good thing. Most people don't.
No, most people eat too much.
Most people don't eat. Most people have.
I've heard some people eat.
This is for you. I'm helping you.
Yeah, but that's why yours is on.
So you.
I'm helping you.
That's it.
Alleviating symptoms of certain conditions, such as severe epilepsy. Like, yeah, they're saying it alleviates that, but they're not saying bad for you. Most people have said it's not been safe anyway. So how are they going to do that? It's not going to cause more.
Right, so I hope you all highlighted information on use for your debate. So I will start the debate with a positive and a negative. So the positives are positive. So the reason it should be made for legal use is it'll help more medical, that people need it medically. The negative, although it's already legalised for medical use, it's very hard to get a prescription from the NHS to be able to use it, and it's only used for severe cases of conditions like epilepsy, MS, and cancer, health sickness. So why do you guys think it shouldn't be legalised? I think I'll turn you over.
I think it shouldn't be legalised because it can increase paranoia in younger kids and also have a very bad effect on mental health. So it would put a strain on the NHS and mental health organisations in the UK.
What are your thoughts towards that?
Can also relieve anxiety. Mental health relieve anxiety. Can also.
No, but as Nikki's just said, it could increase the chances of paranoia
And mental health.
and illnesses such as schizophrenia, especially in young people.
A lot of people that smoke weed now legally rely on talking about health. They suffer with mental health, so that makes them forget and makes them.
What if it's that that's making it worse, not better? What if it's just using placebo effects?
Okay, so it says that it alleviates symptoms of epilepsy and everything. So they're saying it alleviates this, but it's not tested enough to be safe. So they're only saying the good things about it, but not actually the damage deep down that it causes.
Doesn't legalise it, it's not testing it.
Yeah, well that's what I mean.
Well,
They've
it's
already got to test it. They've got to test it on what? Who would test it on? People that it could give different effects to, people it could harm, and then
What if it's tested on animals?
yeah, what if the test on animals?
But if it's not safe now already to use, there's no point trying to make it safe, it never will be.
As well as if they do try and make it safe and taking all the things that people like from it, so it'll be crap.
And they're putting all the money into that when it could go elsewhere. And the government are going to benefit from it because they're going to put a tax on it when the government already did it all.
So that's more money that we have to spend on drugs. So that means that the drug dealers will make their own strain on the drug to make it cheaper for the people to be able to get. So either way, the impact on drug-related crime would still be there and still be increased.
Do we to go again? Because it also gives people free will. And when you give people free will, they're going to want free will of everything else. It will just cause a massive riot. Like, why can we have free will on cannabis or whatever? But we can't have it on
And then
this?
they have to have it on sex changes and everything else, so that just makes
Which just
your life longer and longer.
That comes back to the government and taking everything as it is.
Go ahead.
They do prove a good
Go ahead.
So Robbie, what are
I get picked on again. Sorry, I'm just seeing, I don't know.
yeah, go on, Cam.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Right, so what if we just legalise it like morphine as well, it's only administered in hospitals. For
But
example,
that's medical.
you got to speak.
No,
You've got to speak, right?
That's legalising it.
You've got to
It's
speak,
not recreational.
right?
Is
So,
that what
for
we're trying to
example,
do?
right?
Listen.
The people who have got like nerve problems.
He's going in more depth.
Okay, well then.
Right,
benefits.
so as if like someone who's got nerve problems,
I have to do
such
both
as
sides.
someone who says suffers from like multiple sclerosis or something like that. Shut up. Right, someone who suffers from like multiple sclerosis, something like cannabis would really help pain relief on a daily basis, rather than going to other treatments.
Like we said, it's not for medical use, it's recreational drug use. So you're
Well,
doing the wrong way.
Also,
No,
if you're going to say, if you're,
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
if you're going to
After
say,
arguing for medical
legalise cannabis for this reason, then why don't we just legalise every other drug? Because they're going to benefit in another way, that's basically what you're saying.
I'm only arguing to legalise it in medical use like morphine.
Everything else could be legalised in medical
Cocaine,
use.
Well,
Still
most
not.
of it has.
ecstasy
Most of it has been legalised.
Core chemicals.
In like places like what? America,
We don't
there'd be
live there. Why?
there'd be legal. Why are you
We don't live in
saying
America.
shush? Like America, they've legalised it for medical use, and we've legalised it at some such for medical use. So we are trying to talk about the recreational side of it, not the medical side of it.
But we don't live in America. They've legalised it.
I just said, we're talking about recreational, not medical.
So how do you think it could positively benefit our lovely government? That's a bit of a shit show at the minute.
There's no way of, like, but it's going to benefit them because they're going to put tax on it. But we don't want to give the government tax because it picks up everything else.
There's more money in the economy.
But they could move the money. So at the minute we are spending a lot of money to help the police put their efforts towards stopping illegal cannabis use. So if we've paying the government tax, they could give that to them to use elsewhere
More
rather than
money in the
cannabis.
economy.
But
Okay.
we're already paying the tax to the police to do all this. So would you not rather still pay the police but take away the
It's not like you don't want people having good mental health. It's not like.
what?
It's not like you don't want people having good mental health.
Having good mental health, it also affects mental health. It
It
makes
also helps
it
mental
puts
health.
an impact, a negative impact on mental health
To me, it's
in
like-
the younger generation.
Sounds
Putting
like
more
what-
strain
what-
on the
what-
NHS and mental health organising.
Just sounds
Yeah.
like something more-
Anyway,
So
we
what are your thoughts then? Inside?
Oh, I've said my thoughts.
You got all your thoughts? Carol?
Yeah, but then they're saying as well,
Hospitals.
they're saying it could potentially take away.
No, but what about
Right.
recreational
Shut
use?
up, right? It can take away crime because, drug dealers are going to be out of power, but they're just going to make a new strain of it. That's
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
what
basically.
it is. You're not right because of the way
And I think that the girls have quite evidently won
you think.
in the non-legalisation of cannabis.
Should be.
I said